Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna give you a quick guide on how to grow chocolate in your backyard. So let's jump straight into this video. So we enjoy chocolate in different forms and different ways, from drinks and multiple various desserts. But what if I tell you, instead of buying chocolate bars and desserts at your local grocery store, you could grow it in your very own backyard and process it as well. Now, bringing it back to where chocolate comes from, it comes from cacao pods, which is something lots of us already know. And in order for cacao to become chocolate, it's a huge process, which I will not discuss in today's video because I cannot visibly show you guys because my tree is super young still. So we'll just stick on how to grow it, how to care for it, and some tips you should know when growing it. Now let's discuss about our very first topic. It's growing climate. When it comes down to growing cacao in your backyard, you want to make sure you have a tropical garden and a shady location. Now, cacao is known to be grown in tropical areas. So South Florida is perfect for us to grow cacao. Now, I'm growing yellow cacao, which is the variety that does the best for me here in South Florida. So do some research and see what cacao is best fit for your garden. Number two, which could be a difficult part for many of us, is finding a shady location. When it comes down to growing cacao, they cannot be exposed to full sun because the leaves will fry and your tree will suffer. So to prevent that, I would recommend growing it underneath a canopy tree. For example, my tree is growing underneath our mango tree. So you want to make sure you have your main canopies already grown in your garden, and then for your understory, grow cacao. Not to mention, South Florida has high levels of humidity and has hot days during our summer, so it's perfect for our cacao trees. However, once again, you have to grow it in shade for it to thrive. Now, many gardeners grow it in containers and some gardeners grow it in the ground. Now, me personally, I have grown them both ways and I have seen almost equal success. However, I have seen the best performance growing cacaos in containers. I believe it's because you get to control the soil they're growing in, the feed that they're receiving, and the watering that they're receiving. So everything is in your control. So of course, any plant that is in a controlled environment will perform better. Now, I'm not saying that growing cacao in the ground is impossible or I won't recommend it, because mine is in the ground. I'm just saying that it would require a little bit more of soil amending, a little bit more feeding for you to have your cacao be happy. Now, my tree, when I initially grew it in the ground, was doing very bad. It dropped majority of its leaves. The leaves were burning. However, now since we are in the cooler temperatures, I've seen my tree rebound and start flourishing way more. So totally up to you. If you have an urban garden, grow them in containers. But if you have the space, try growing them in the ground. You never know how big and how luscious your plant will be. So now let's discuss about the soil you should use when growing cacao. Cacao can be very picky in what soil they grow in. So I would recommend a fertile, aerated, and well-draining soil that maintains a little bit of moisture behind. It's very particular what you have to use to grow your cacao in. So I would recommend using a soil that has perlite for drainage and aeration, peat moss and cocoa coir for it to retain moisture, and a biostarter fertilizer for it to be fertile. These are some materials or components you could add on to your soil or buy a soil that already has it so your cacao could do the best. Because cacao does not want to be dried out, nor does it want to sit in water. So you want to make sure you provide the perfect amount of each thing so it's balanced out. Now, when growing cacao, it's a waiting game because cacao usually takes a couple years for it to start developing fruit. However, if your tree is grafted like mine's, you would expect fruit in about a year or two, which this tree already has approximately almost a year underneath its belt. So I'm expecting either another year or a couple months before it starts fruiting, which is super exciting. So you must be patient and follow this guide in order for your tree to maintain happy and then produce good fruit for when the time comes. Now, you can prune your cacao tree. However, I've never seen myself to do that because cacao tends to grow a little bit on the slower side. So I've never seen myself needing to prune it. But if you are in an area where your cacao trees grow huge, I would recommend it. When it comes down to feeding your cacao tree, it's really important that you feed it organic matter. Any type of fruit tree or plant that produces something that we eat, organic matter is what's best. So earthworm castings, organic compost you may have created or developed, earthworm casting tea. All these are great things to use to feed your tree naturally instead of using those fertilizers from your big box stores. Another great thing is Espoma. Espoma has a line of organic fertilizers you can use. This is not affiliated or sponsored, it's just products I use. Vermistera, another perfect company you could use and I recommend. So do a little bit of research and always make sure you use organic matter or organic fertilizers when feeding your trees. Now, I have seen some issues with mealy bugs and scales. That's what could be commonly seen here in South Florida as a pest or disease that could attack your cacao tree. So what I would recommend, once again, only organic materials. So a neem oil treatment would be perfect for the tree. Treat it when it's not going to rain, because then you want to make sure it's effective and you want to make sure it goes into effect and it doesn't wash away with the rain. So make sure you have a clear forecast before treating your tree. Now from this point, all you have to do is be patient and wait for your tree to flourish. Quick tip you should do is make sure a quick tip you should always do is make sure there's no grass or weeds at the base of your tree to prevent any fungal issues or root issues to occur. So what I do is usually remove all weeds and put a barrier around it to prevent the weeds, or you can add a top dress. So I use garden straw, which is very light, and it helps retain moisture and suppress weeds. So it's a perfect top dress for your trees. Just make sure it's not too thick, because you don't want your tree to have root issues or fungal issues once again. So leave me in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on growing cacao? Are you growing cacao? And if so, what variety and what is your experience like? Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers. So hopefully we can hit those by the end of the year. I would be super grateful, and I'm super happy to hit that achievement soon. And make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss out when I release a new video. Thank you all so much for watching. May God bless you and your entire family, and never forget to grow big, ultimate gardeners. Bye everyone.